If it's on Wiki, it's got to be true. Absolutely. If you allow the internet to edit a page, all you're going to get is fact. Absolutely true. Actually, we're going to go back to heading bug. I'm going to head for that little bay bit there that we talked about. We're almost over the worst of it, and then I can get under this cloud again. Live weather's not working for you. Hey, we're out the cloud. Look. Woohoo! Wow, that was a pea soup. Blimey. I don't think Wiki lets anyone do pages anymore. Of course they do. You just create an account and you can edit stuff. Right, let's descend. You was born in 82 and all you can say you're no millennial. You're not a millennial if you're born in 82. You're Generation X. Generation Y is a millennial. Come on, man. Get with the plot. 84 to 90-something was Generation Y, I think. Just go to the wiki page and edit it. Oh, just knocked my beard comb on the floor. Mayday. I have to get it later. Can't reach it. Why am I suddenly live paused? What did I press? Guys, I pressed something and it froze my sim. What did I press? Huh? I reached down to get my beard comb and I don't know what I've done, but it's froze the sim. Am I in slew mode? Oh yeah, I'm in slew mode. Look at that. How on earth did that happen? That wasn't active pause, that was slew mode. Right, let's get down to 1,000. The runway should be down there somewhere. What's slew mode? It's where you can basically move the aircraft. You're not upset with me? You don't need to be upset with me. I didn't make these labels up. You didn't make up what year you was born. Public safety den. Happy 2 years. Slow as no clip. Yeah, slew mode's basically where you can just move the aircraft physically in space. 81 to 96 are millennials according to Wiki. Well, I've heard 3 different numbers so far, Plymouth. I've heard 3 different numbers. Okay, so the actual airfield should be along there-ish. Can't see it just yet. We're editing Wiki as we go. Yeah, I can see that. Is that it there? I wonder. Right on the coast there. Yeah, there's the Pappy lights, you see it? Right there. That's awesome. Surely those only born in 2000 millennials. Nope. The label's much broader.
Mile final runway 02.
Right, autopilot's off, flaps 1's in. Yikes. Just putting it out here, Paul, you're the best streamer in the has place to be on the internet. Butler, thank you, mate. Wow, if you like watching planes land, living in one of these blocks here, looking at the approach would be pretty awesome stuff. Right, flaps up, and we'll turn around. Better butter? Better butter on your knife, sir? I wish it wasn't quite so cloudy, because I feel like the lighting is very, it's very, very overcast. But every trip we do, each airfield is lovely and clear, then in between you've just got this horrendous amount of cloud. Uh-oh. And my sim just went boom. I wonder if the big plane spawning in had anything to do with it. Big plane spawns in and my sim goes, nope. Please hold while I restart the sim. It's a real pity in Microsoft Flight Sim you can't start like a group session and then put filters on the session to say, you know, GA only or airlines only or whatever. That'd be really cool. If you could like create sessions with certain rules on them. You don't think live weather on Microsoft Flight Sim is any good? Depends what you mean. Like I think somebody explained it earlier that it tries to blend real data with not snapping changes on you. And that it kind of compromises by being behind effectively. I think it gets the wind data wrong though. A reasonable amount. Yeah, but even with Active Sky Firefighter, when it sort of had an update, it would often freeze the sim. Sometimes it would crash the sim, and other times you'd just see the weather snap. Yours also just crashed. There you go. Apparently, Wiki already had a Generation C, but it was deleted. Right. Looks like it's got the 172. It's kept the livery. It's kept that, which is nice. And we're going to go RPMG, wasn't it? RPMG. RPMI. Okay. The heck? Why can't I type into this box? RP. P. Okay. Has it crashed for everyone? I think a few people crashed. Oh, I can't even put RM. I can't put anything in. You get that with the search. Why does it do that? Whatever that means, Vrome. Control V works. So you're saying if I go to Notepad... Where's my Notepad gone? If I go to Notepad and put RPMG in there... Lol. That's hilarious. RPNS. You can type it in here. Bizarrely. Wait, what? This thing's gone crazy. Where's the option to just add it? I don't want to... Oh, I see. I'm being an idiot. RPMG. Yeah, I'm trying to give it the same thing twice, aren't I? Meh. There we go. Add. MI and then ML. Sorry about this. Sim crash hype. But if I do this, it'll speed it up later. You used to be able to type into that box properly. There we go. That's the rest of the flight. All players off live. Go. Runway 20 for the wind. Oh, just up track IRs. Oh man, I should have restarted track IR before I did this. Okay. What's the local time now? About 7:30 minute. Ish. I'll do. Cool, my track IR's not broken. Sometimes when the sim crashes, the track IR won't reconnect because it has like a zombie link. Yeah, we want to taxi down to 20. That's really bad. Let's taxi down to the bottom though, otherwise we're going to have a massive tailwind. It's about 7:10. There you go, I'll do. Right, we're back in action. Did you ever think about uploading that plane to the workshop in Stoneworks? I never really finished the plane off. The one I did in Stoneworks. I never kind of finished it off. So this is like a convoy, really. We're just taxiing rather than trucking. I don't know, Cornwall. I think a few people crashed. I remember seeing the giant airliner spawn in, and then I turned and the game just hung. Okay, should we try... Are we going to try 3K for the altitude? You see, Liana, this is what happens when you try to coordinate a change. Half the people don't get the memo and just take off. Oh, we're moving! Sometimes it's easier to just take off with a 7-knot tailwind than to try and tell a whole bunch of people to go down the bottom of the runway and turn around. Right, let's go. The boat would have been nice in the workshop or retrofitted it with the 2499 containers for yourself. Yeah, I can always design another boat. Yeah, a boat with guns on it. A nuclear-powered boat with guns on it. That's what we want. That's what the community wants. Right, we need to get over this hill. Nuclear vessels. So that should be Let's have a look at the flight plan. 119er is the heading. Let's make sure you get over this hill. I think this hill here is at least 1,000 feet high. By the look of it. You followed me, went too fast, crashed, and flipped the plane over. Just press the Y key and go slew mode and just move it back up and carry on. That's all you gotta do. Good grief. What kind of a banking turn is that? That's insane. Tom Sunday, 70 months. Thank you very much, Tom. Keep up the awesome streams. Thank you, sir. Camby, thank you for 2 months in a row, 6 in total. Right, we're on track again. Let's see what kind of nonsense weather we can hit this time. We've got a super strong wind. Look at this. 16 knot wind coming straight across from right to left. Look at the aircraft's just like pointing that way. Up to cruise and your food is ready. Pizza gone ding, yeah? We're in the Philippines, Tequila. Is where we are today. The autopilot is super struggling right now. Somebody definitely should not be on this plane right now. You guys are not going to let that stop, are you? You're just going to keep going with that one. Yeah, I think we've got slightly nicer weather now, which is nice. I think somebody did well. You could have had a very bad time. Yeah, I mean, like I say, for next time, I will definitely have sick bags anyway, but normally there's one in the back seat of the plane, but there wasn't in that flight, so I've made sure I brought my own now. Just another lesson learned. Wow, there's crazy forest around here, look at it. Mount Malingdang looming beyond the clouds. What, over there? You were stuck in a building. Oh, stuck in a building. The Y key did nothing. Next time you're Bullets Kill. Next time you're well, not in the flight. Have a look at your key mappings for slew mode. Normally it's the Y key that goes into slew, and then you can just move yourself around. But the key mappings are a bit ridiculous. Yeah, there you go. There's a big mountain range here that we're going to fly just to the left of. And then we'll be crossing the bay, picking up the coastal section there. Let's have a look at RPMI. Zero 2 and 20, and we don't have any wind information. Wow, look at this. The airfield is underneath a fluffy cloud. So we can't even see it. It's more or less north-south. I really don't know which way the wind's going to be blowing when we get down there. It's classified by a cloud, yeah. Niels, have a good one. See, I couldn't, just like looking at this picture here, this looks like a really big hill, but unless it's all just hidden in that cloud, I can't really see it. Just back the RPMs back a touch. It's the only annoying thing about glasses, they get dirty. A Curious Orange, thank you very much for 44 months. How do you get the map on the tablet? You need an app to do it. You can either use 4Flight or Skydemon depending on where you're flying. This is 4Flight. Do you know what? These glasses. That's better. So many trees, I know, right? It's a crazy amount of trees. It's a pity we can't see that hill. Here's a tip about glasses. Take the lenses out. You won't need to clean them then. That's a great tip. I find as well, if you take the wheels off your car, you don't ever need to change tyres. It saves a fortune on tyres, honestly. And funny enough, you also seem to get a lot of saving from fuel costs as well. Yeah, oh no, really? Try it. Just try taking the wheels off your dad's car. He'll thank you for it. He's so doing that tomorrow. It's gonna be the latest thing. We're gonna solve the environmental crisis by removing wheels off every vehicle. Has your FSE TBM been repossessed? Nope, somebody just got the keys to it for a bit. There's the bay. Yeah, look at this here. Like, there should be a huge hill off our right wing. And we can't even see it. You're getting airsick in the sim with all the turbulence. Yeah, it's a bit nasty over these hills. Look at this place. It's like a jungle. I could hear a jumbo as well. Well, I can hear a jet anyway, turbofan. I could definitely hear one. There it is. Rome, thank 54. Let's see if he manages to land it, eh? Natronel, thank you for 9 months. Twitch baby hype. Why does everyone hate airliners? Because they cause FPS drops in your sim, and as you saw earlier, potentially cause crashes. Of course, you can't directly say that it caused the crash, but inevitably, when airliners turn up, your frames tend to go down, and at some point you crash. That's why. No other reason. When you get back into Stormworks, will you make a new plane? I don't know. To be honest, Larry, I don't know what I'll do. What I'll probably do, Larry, is I'll look at what changes are in Stormworks and then develop something based on that. Like, I know they've fixed the oil stuff, so potentially I could build a train and run oil. Or I could try building a plane. I don't know. The thing is about Stormworks is beyond the basics of making the vehicle, a lot of it comes down to control systems and display systems. That's where a lot of the time gets sunk down. You know, like scripting Lua and making it display things, and that takes, it's literally programming. It takes hours. So off of our right there should be one of the airfields that we landed at earlier. MO. programming doesn't take hours, Googling and bug fixing does. Well, it's like, you know, it took me a lot of time trying to work out how to display stuff on the screen. If you've never done it before, you've got to look up the code for it. And then trying to get like calculate, what was it doing? Like the autopilot system, I was trying to calculate the heading, because the way the compass works is utterly bizarre in Stoneworks. It doesn't do 0 to 360. It does plus and minus 1. So if you're trying to create an autopilot that goes for a certain heading, you've got to move between -1 and +1 and then compensate for it. Okay. As long as you're comfortable with that. That wasn't Mrs. Squirrel Vardinator. Aha! Ha ha ha! Have you seen the news, the shipping container being hijacked off the coast near Southampton? Nope. I suppose you're going to tell me it's full of 3080s or something. 1,300-foot elevation for the airport. Is it really? Blimey, I would have never have thought that. Hey, you're right as well. 1,300-foot elevation. Yikes. It's not a hijack, it's stowaways. Ah, okay. So what's happened? Has it just been impounded because it's got people on board trying to get into England or something? You know, one of these days it won't actually be full of people trying to get in. It'll actually be full of people trying to get out. They kicked off and became violent. Ah. That's alright. I mean, just chuck them overboard and tell them to swim back. It's fine. There you go. Turn violence all you want. Go for a swim. I tell you, if you ever tried swimming in the English Channel in October, I don't think you'd stay angry for very long. You'd very quickly go from being angry to, please help, rescue me. Andy G, thank you for gifting a sub to Agent Chase. Thank you, Andy. So I think my Honeycomb Bravo throttle unboxing video, it should be going live in about 15 minutes, by the way. FYI. Yeah, just make it look like an accident, exactly. No, I never said it was a review, Donna. I said it was an unboxing video. It's not an NDA. There's an embargo on reviews until the 1st of November. It's not a review. It's an unboxing video. It's literally, ooh, let's have a look what's inside the box. It's that kind of video, which is not a review. Yeah, they sent it early this week. Embargo on reviews, but it's been released to the public. That's a bit fishy. No, it's very, very common to have an embargo on a review. It's very common. And the reason they do it is quite simple. When they're shipping out a product, and they can only make so many, right? And they send them out around the world to various members of the press. They all get them at different times. I mean, if you happen to live in the same country as where they're manufacturing them, you will get them quicker than if it's got to fly halfway around the world to some guy in Australia, yeah, who writes for a PC magazine. So the reason they have embargoes is to level the playing field for everybody reviewing it. That's the real reason they do it. It's not because it's shady, it's because it's practical and it helps everybody. So they then give you like a week and say, you've got this product, you'll have it for a week. That's long enough to get used to it, try it, play it, you know, write your reviews, make your videos, whatever you're doing, and then release your content on the 1st of November. It's very common. Where it gets really shady is when you get like a game. It's where you get a game and it has like a pre-order period of weeks. It has a pre-order period of weeks. And then they give it to like people like me and say, your embargo is lifted, and it's literally like the day of release or 24 hours before release. So you get your content out, but people have already pre-ordered it by then. And at that point you're like, are you trying to hide something? With software it's different, but with a hardware product that has to be shipped, it's common. Oh, the weather's gone real nice now. Look at this. This is awesome. Right, this guy here, who's upside down, I think, personally, that he should land it like that as well. I think if you're going to fly upside down, you should land it that way. That's my thought on that. In the spirit of, you know, if you're going to bring it, you land it. Let's see you land it like that. I would love to see that. Yeah. I just want to see what kind of, like, descent rate he gets as he comes down. Yeah, he's coming in on the runway, and his view of the world is like this, right? So as he's descending, he's having to descend by pulling back on the stick. Like, everything's just so the wrong way around. I ain't doing it. You can't even fly 172 upside down. The engine will just cut out. Great baby pal. Glad he didn't throw up. Not as happy as I am. Have you tried Neofly? I streamed it last week. Okay, we're getting close now. 1,300 foot elevation on the airfield. Does anybody know what the wind is down there? I know the airfield's on 02. I mean, simplistically looking at this, we'll land on 20. But then by the time we get down, the wind will have moved. I think 20's the 20's got to be the best guess. One 7 8 8, yeah. So 20 is definitely the way to go. How are the names determined on a strip? The direction? I'm not sure what you mean. You can actually fly the 172 upside down in the sim. I shouldn't be surprised. Oh, the number on the runways is magnetic heading. Plus or minus 5 degrees. That's how you know which runway to go in on, because they're all based on magnetic headings. In fact, runway numbers can and do change from time to time. So 20 effectively means that it's on a heading of 200, yeah? You drop the last digit, so it's 200. 200 degrees, drop the last digit, 20, so the runway heading is going to be that way on the compass. And obviously, because it's a runway, you can land both directions, so you get the reciprocal of that. You get the opposite direction. So for 20, that'd be 02. The 20 is where you touch down. No. There's no hard and fast rule. You don't touch down on the 20. It depends on what kind of plane you're flying. There's sometimes it'll have like displacement arrows or X's. I mean, you can't land on that. Then you'll have like literally the line and then the number, and you'll have piano keys sometimes, and then it'll have like what they call a touchdown zone. That's more for the jets. You'll see when we come in. We're coming in shortly. I tell you what, the wind is a lot calmer over here. Look how smooth this air is now. It's like butter. Other side of that lake. What is? It should be north side of the lake. We should, in theory, be able to see it soon. I mean, you think about it, right? This is sea level, and the runway is at 1,300 foot elevation. So between like here and here, where the runway is, 1,300 feet. Doesn't look it though. It's going to be hard to see anyway. I mean, even 4Flight can't see it. Billy the Model, thank you for 30 months. It's on the east. Wait, what, DK? Oh, it's on the east of the lake. It's here, is it? Wait a minute. I'm just looking at 4Flight. 4Flight doesn't even show a lake. I'm not joking. 4Flight doesn't even show the lake. This will be fun. So we're going over here somewhere. Okay, we got this. Your smooth air is gone. Back on land now. that it? Is it a grass strip? I think that might be it, you know. Yeah, I reckon that's it. Well, that wasn't too difficult to spot. Yeah, where are the Boeings now exactly? Where's the... There he is. There's Upside Down Boy. He's going in. Oh, I can't wait to see this. Come on, land it, bro. You're a bit high on profile. There's no way that's going in. Not a chance. Yeah, I advise you not to put flaps down if you're going to go in inverted.
500.
Wait, it's not grass, it's tarmac. That's quite nice next to the lake, though. It's pretty cool. Right, I better turn around because the wind was this way. I can see the windsock now. That's a cool little approach. I like that. Right, next stop. Oops. Right, next stop is ML 054. 29 nautical miles away. Zero 54 is there. Let's have a quick look. Looks like fairly flat ground along here. Possibly some hills. Let's have a look at the elevation. .600 feet elevation. Don't know what the wind's going to be doing, but it's not a million miles from the coast. It's southwest of a big town by the look of it. Let's see. Yeah, we'll just go for like 3,000 feet maybe, initially. You're doing a low fly of the lake, it looks good. Right, let's go. Let's make sure you've still got fuel, by the way. And the barrow change, so press the B key. Like a little house there. It is nice, isn't it? Nice. Yeah, I think the hills might get a bit higher later. We'll see how it goes. What's that? Is that a house? As if. As who lives there? That's ridiculous. One guy in the middle of a field. A honeycomb boxing video went live. Butler, can you give me a link to it? I'll change the command. Oh, hang on. Would help if I headed the right way. Thank you, Butler. Pick up the nav line again. Right now, King Awesome, I have no plan. As in, no plan for what I'm doing or not doing. Taking a break, enjoying my flying. See how it goes. Who's doubling up this trip with some FSE cargo? As if, dude. That's definitely hacking if you do that, though. So I don't know if I want to start my browser. I don't want to unstable things. How much memory have we got? Oh, there we've got plenty of RAM. We're just leveling out. Let's get the RPMs back a bit. Yeah, 3,000 feet, and I'm just about clearing this hill, and things don't look to be getting much lower. I think we may have to climb a bit. Just get browser up a sec. Yep, that's the one. Right, command updated. I've updated that new video command. So that should link straight to the video now. Terrain. I can see some yellow terrain dead ahead, right in the distance. I think it's that there. That's definitely more than 3K. See you, Panda. Whoa, look at that. Completely missed that town. We'll be leaning for elevation takeoff on the next one. Not really. Not for a takeoff at 1300, no. Well, it's not even that. CCTV user, I've heard about a ship that, I don't know if it's been hijacked, but I've heard that it's got stowaways on it who are kicking off. That's all I know. But frankly, if I'm honest, the news, I can wait. There's always something happening. It's a cup of tea. Generally speaking, under 3k you don't lean. Generally speaking. It's only above 3k, that's when you start looking at mixture tables and working it out. And part of the reason for that is you need the cooling from the fuel when the engine's working really hard. Good job I wasn't. You know what? I was actually thinking about a flight down to the Isle of Wight as well. Not this week, but soon. I don't think I can do it now if we're going to have like a container ship down there. Now, turboprops, there's no mixture setting on a turboprop. It's completely different. Just watching latest unboxing, the studio looks good. Any plans to release the video? Yes. Yeah, so what I want to do is not this week, but the week after, I want to get the cameras back in the room and do an actual room tour, and then do a rig tour. So I want to get that knocked on the head before the end of the month. Well, not quite the end of the month, but you know what I mean. Looks like the land here has got like clay in it or something. Okay, I think we're fine for elevation. So does anybody know what the wind is down there? Down at ML? Connection to the rig camera is not stable. It flickered to no signal for a split second. Well, that one. Yeah, that won't be a power or anything. It won't be a connection. That'll be something to do with the HDMI capture, probably. Has it done it more than once today? Captain Flynn? The wind is 200 at 277. What? You mean the wind is 277? Right, it's 2 knots at 277. Right, we better land on 19 then, haven't we? So what we need to do is we need to come close to the airfield and then fly a downwind right base. So you run parallel with the airfield on your right, run parallel on a 0-1 heading, and basically turn right base and land. That's what we need to do. But we also need to get over this hill. It's almost no wind. What, 10 knots? 10 knots is quite a significant wind, DK. Put it this way, you want 10 knots in your face, you don't want 10 knots in your tail. No, she said, no, 200 at 10 knots is what Leanna said. Nice video on the throttle quadrants. Have you watched it? Don't forget to smash that like button, and then smash the subscribe button, and then smash the notification bell, and then smash it all over Twitter. Because you've got to smash everything. You can't just click it. You have to smash it. Obviously. And then smash your keyboard. Wait, this is going to be an instant landing by the look of it, I think. When you look at the weather map, it's only 1 meter, but I don't know, DK. I have no idea, dude. The Russia YouTube smash you. You smashed it, thank you. Okay, I think we'll go heading mode. I've already got a visual on this runway yet. Don't think that's it. Anybody seen a runway? You're flying the Wright brothers plane. Okay. Why? I think it's here, but I don't think we can see it because of all the trees. It's gotta be this. I'm not sure if the LOD is not showing it yet. You're shooting ahead in a jet. Well done. I don't know, it kind of should be somewhere here. Unless that's it. That's my best guess at the moment, is where that's the hangar with a little town next to it. When we're using the Bravo throttle quadrants. Well, that's the problem. Unless they actually tell me when I can do that, I don't know. I've emailed them and said, can I use this on stream? And they've not replied, so I don't know. Because here's the thing, right? If I put the throttle quadrant on my stream, on a camera, what's going to happen? People are going to come in and go, hey, is it any good? Do you recommend it? And I can't say until November the 1st when you're allowed to give an opinion review on it. I can't sit there and say, oh yeah, it's better than this, that and the other. No, I've not seen the Millennium Falcon spawn, thankfully. I'm not unhappy about that. Well, all I can do until November the 1st, technically, is show you stuff, but not give a review on it. So I can't really give you an opinion, if you think about it that way. I can't compare it to something else or give it a rating. That's technically a review, right? There it is. That thing is so well hidden. Oh, he's going in. He's going in for a land upside down.
100.
There he is. Will he hit the tarmac this time? That's the question.
Mile final runway 19.
He's there. Oh my god. He's going for it. I can't imagine it's going to work out very well. What he's got. He's doing it as well, look. Oh, that's not working out so well. A go around. Yeah, I don't think they will. I can't believe how well hidden this airfield is. It's just almost impossible to see. There he is. Well, he landed it, look. I didn't work out so well, though. The question is, can he take off upside down? Fly all the way there and then land upside down? Okay, let's have a look at the next one. ML over to... what's it called? ME. This may well cover some high terrain, I'm not sure. We may have some high terrain to cover. Let's have a look. ML to ME. I'll go 3000 and see what happens. I'll put it to nav mode. Right, so we're going to climb in, left turn out. Let's go. Looks like a 6,000 foot minimum if we go straight. Yikes. So what, climb to 6k then? Or is there like an easy way around it? Sometimes if you deviate the course slightly, you can get a much better, much lower altitude. Fuel is free here. What, and they can refuel you mid-air? Fantastic. Oh, look at that. They are skilled. Look at this for an airfield though, blimey. It's just sat on top of this plateau. It's fantastic. What was that town called? That was the town of Sagayan de Oro. Quite a big city, actually. Who operated the other camera for you in the video? My editor. Yeah, I can see these peaks here, look. But you see that? There's like a valley there. So it might well be if we go left slightly, we can get through a valley. I'd rather not be in the clouds if possible. Love the unboxing video. You have some work to do for the new configuration. Yeah, I know. This is always the problem. Because this yoke... This yoke here, which if you've seen the unboxing video, you know how it works, right? Here's the brackets here that hold it on to this wheel deck. So I can clamp that on there, but with the throttle, like if I want to put it here, I've got nothing to specifically clamp it to, and I've got an upright right behind there, because the SimLab has two uprights. So there's an upright there, so I can't go further back. And then when I do put it here, all of this has to go. This can't stay if I'm going to put a throttle quadrant right there, even if I manage to work it out somehow. So that means the iPad has to come over here somewhere. Where's that going to go? Where's that Stream Deck going to go? I really don't have an answer. So where this stuff is going to go? Albertus, thank you for 2 months. The screen is so big that it looks curved. This screen is curved. Oh, this is beautiful right here. Look at it. This is by far the prettiest we've been to today. This is amazing. How high are we? Let's put it to 4K initially and just look at the scenery for a bit. You want one of those monitors, but they're expensive. You've got to think about where you're going to put it, but then you've got to think about the investment. Like, a monitor like this will last you for years. That's years of, like, simming in super widescreen. If you can't afford one this big, then you could get the This is the 49 VQ. You can get the 35 VQ. So whereas this is 49 inches diagonally, the 35 is literally that. So what I'm showing you right now, that screen would be here. It's essentially the same screen, but it's a 35 inch. And it's a lot cheaper. Oh, this is lovely around here. They haven't fixed the bug for full... What do you mean they haven't fixed the bug? I've set it to this resolution. I can go full widescreen.